coming up on this edition of Southwest TV News. It's been a project residents of Leader and area have been anticipating for a number of years, as the sod was finally turned on the expansion of the Western Senior Citizens Home. As another year draws to a close, the City of Swift Current is reflecting on its building permit numbers over the past 12 months. And here in Saskatchewan, numerous tickets continue to be issued each month, as seen in these stats from the October traffic blitz. Thanks for joining us here today. Local and provincial dignitaries gathered in Leader for the official sod turning of the long-awaited integrated healthcare facility. It's been a project residents of Leader and area have been anticipating for a number of years, as the sod was finally turned on the expansion of the Western Senior Citizens Home. The $12 million project will integrate the current long-term care facility with acute and primary health care, along with ambulance services all under one roof. The provincial government will honor its 80% commitment to the project, or $9.6 million, with the remaining 20% covered through community fundraising efforts. A project which was on a high priority list for the province.
This is something that we looked at. It was a facility in an area that was in need. We saw a lot of rural Saskatchewan that was in need, in a lot of areas, especially when it came to healthcare. And we tried to find those areas that were in the most need, specify those, and address those as quickly as possible. We did do 13 long-term care facilities in conjunction with this. But with this project being where Leader is out in the western part of the province, serving the area that it does, it did become quite evident it was important to look at the facility, but also when you looked at the condition of the facility, some of the other facilities before they're previous to being integrated.
Healthcare services are crucial to rural Saskatchewan, and the integrated facility in Leader is one which is welcomed not only by the town, but that of surrounding RMs and other communities. As the ongoing discussions for an upgraded facility and the community portion of fundraising of $2.5 million were a true community effort.
We're completely ecstatic. This is a project we've worked on for probably 15 years. I think I'm one of the few that was there from the beginning until now. When we were looking at some of our facilities and they were deteriorating, we did not want to get into the situation where they were not usable anymore. So we're very, very pleased that we're finally at this stage.
And as construction on the integrated facility is set to start in the coming weeks, the Cypress Health region will also be addressing other safety issues in the building. Beth Vachon is the CEO for the Cypress Health region and says approximately $600,000 from reserved funds from the province and community fundraising will be used in a number of key areas.
Our tub rooms are very small. Our staff have to leave the doors open in order to actually get lifts into them. It's not private for residents, so they have to screen the doors off to ensure, some privacy. So looking at doing those kinds of renovations, the XY gantry lifts in the ceiling is a significant safety issue for our staff as well as our residents. So, another issue we have in this building is our dish room in the main kitchen, where the dishwasher is located. We are actually having staff suffering injuries because it's awkward and there's not enough room. And so again, tying everything back to safety as being why we need to do this. And so while we're at it, new flooring is a safety issue, but it also gives a nice refresh to the building.
Construction of the new 16-bed integrated healthcare facility in Leader is expected to be completed by early 2018. Leader is located approximately 90 minutes northwest of Swift Current. Wishing you the best this holiday season and into the new year. From Mayor Dennis Perreault, City Council, and staff of the City of Swift Current. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from the management and staff of Chinook Refrigeration and Air Conditioning, serving Southwest Saskatchewan since 1976. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from David Anderson, Member of Parliament for Cypress Hills Grasslands. Wishing you a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from the board, management, and staff of the Cypress Health region. As 2016 draws to a close, the City of Swift Current is looking back at its building permit numbers for the year. As another year draws to a close, the City of Swift Current is reflecting on its building permit numbers over the past 12 months. And despite a downturn in the economy and not as many large-scale projects under construction like the Meadows the previous year, city officials are pleased with the numbers for 2016.
Well, we don't have the final numbers, but pretty difficult to match 2015 given there's $88 million in permits, the best year ever in history. This year we're sitting at about 30 million, which isn't too bad considering it's the whole, I guess, national economy has been suffering, and particularly with the slowdown in the energy sector and I guess somewhat uncertainty in the ag sector as it started out. But we're pretty pleased. We've got about 31 new housing starts, and basically half and half of those building permits are residential, and then the other half is commercial, industrial, institutional.
Sahlberg adds the city remains optimistic for 2017, with a number of key projects on the horizon.
We know that we have the natural gas plant that's going to get under construction, so that'll draw a lot of excitement and a lot of people to Swift Current that will be living here and shopping here, and we suspect that'll create more businesses, more employees. So that in conjunction with our industrial side, with the oil patch picking up, and some of the oil companies have pretty good aggressive plans for this area. And with our Monroe Industrial Park, now we're looking forward to get construction happening in the expanded area here in the spring, and hopefully have some lots available for some of the companies that have been looking in the summertime. Then of course we have Cypress Point by the Elmwood Golf Course, where we only had two building permits this year, which for 2 duplexes, but they're going to be really nice. But we know there's some interest, and there'll be some demand, and we will get more residential development take place in 2017 in the Cypress Point development, which again, activity spurs activity, so we expect that we'll see a lot of activity there.
Finalized building permit numbers for 2016 will be announced at Swift Current City Council later in January. Wishing you a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from the management and staff of Pinnacle Financial in Swift Current. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from Gus, Louie, and George at the K Steakhouse and Motel. Book your Christmas party or New Year's celebration today. Wishing you a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from the staff and management of Pioneer Co-op, celebrating 80 years in Southwest Saskatchewan. Wishing you a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from David Merritt and family, MLA for Wood River.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from the Dr. Noble Irwin Regional Healthcare Foundation, keeping healthcare strong in Southwest Saskatchewan.
Those times when I thought that he was just very quiet and shy and withdrawing a little bit, that he was probably depressed, and I didn't know it.
And you think that this is a short-term thing. In a week or two, he's going to be back to normal, but that's not the case.
If you're planning a night out of celebrating this holiday season, SGI is again reminding you to have a designated driver. Driving under the influence of alcohol or drugs is a major hazard on the road. And here in Saskatchewan, numerous tickets continue to be issued each month, as seen in these stats from the October traffic blitz, creating a safety concern for those behind the wheel and other victims on the road. And with the holiday season underway, SGI is again reminding you to plan a safe ride home after an evening out on the town.
One thing that we're recommending to people is just leave your vehicle at home so you're not even tempted to drive it. You remove the temptation, because in Saskatchewan, penalties do start at 0.04 blood alcohol content. And actually for new drivers, there's zero tolerance for drugs and alcohol. So if you don't have your vehicle, you're not going to be in that situation where you're thinking, oh, I've had a couple, I think I'm okay, when in reality you probably aren't.
Motorists are also reminded of the new law, which will take effect in Saskatchewan in January for impaired drivers, which expands on the current law already in place, including license suspension, vehicle seizures, and interlock ignition systems.
Currently in the province, anybody under 19 and anybody in the graduated driver's licensing program has a zero tolerance for drugs or alcohol, and that's actually being raised up to 21 years and under. So that's changing. Another change is that experienced drivers who are caught for the first time with a blood alcohol content between 0.04 and 0.08, they will face a vehicle seizure on the first offense, and that's a 3-day vehicle seizure, and that doesn't exist currently.
Therefore, by acting responsibly and having a designated driver, you can ensure everyone gets home safe. The town of Maple Creek is Southwest Saskatchewan's hub for holiday shopping and dining, all at a relaxed pace. Several shops are conveniently open until 9 p.m. on Thursdays in December. Maple Creek, the perfect shopping and dining excursion. For more details, check out our website at oldcowtown.ca.
During the holiday season, more than ever, our thoughts turn gratefully to those who have supported us this past year. In this spirit, we sincerely say thank you from the bottom of our heart. We wish you abundance, happiness, and peace in a new year filled with hope. From all of us at Lens Plumbing and Heating,
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year!
Well, this brings to a close another episode of Southwest TV News, reporting the stories that matter to you. We always welcome your news tips. You can always reach us here by phone at our studio or by email to contact us at southwesttvnews.com. Also, be sure to join us daily online for the latest news from across Southwest Saskatchewan and so much more at southwesttvnews.com. And be sure to follow us on a range of social media. Thanks for joining us here today. I'm Carol Andrews.